you guys participate in the record store day this year?
No, we did not. We do have application in to participate this next time, but it's kind of frustrating. It's not the easiest thing to get involved with, so.
We've applied, but we haven't, been approved yet, and they go at their own rate with approval.
So, you guys were telling me about online and the social network that you built. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, when we decided to open another store, we started a regional Facebook group with, I added 25 people that used to buy records from the old store and started Southern Indiana Vinyl Collectors. It was originally just going to be a few people that could trade amongst themselves, but since we started selling again, and once we started selling again, we started using it as we started bringing in more people and inviting more people to it. We do vinyl challenges in it. We started out with 25. There's 788.
Yep.
788 now.
It's like a group, like it's sort of bringing us together as a vinyl community in our region. Like we have, anybody can post for sale in there, and we just only ask for a price and a grade on. And if you don't know how to grade your records, I say bring them into the shop and I'll help you. Obviously I'll try to buy them too, but whatever. But no, it's more of like a more personalized. We've done like this last time we did a vinyl challenge, and we're doing it this time too. For every time somebody participates, we're collecting their names, and we're going to do a couple free raffles, because the participation in the vinyl challenge, I know it's maybe kind of cheesy, but it brings people talking to each other on each other's posts.
It's a lot of active comments.
Introduces people to music that they aren't familiar with.
We also have meet and greets where everybody comes out, they bring the records that they have to trade. Sometimes other vendors will set up and sell, and we usually host those, and it keeps it more community oriented around the store.
It's not just like an outlet for us to spam our store.
Right.
And like the
Keeps that active community.
The last time we did the swap meet, they even they had Jerome busy the whole time because he was like bartering trades between other people. So everybody felt like they had a safe, because Jerome would be like, they just wanted a verification. If people aren't used to selling their records and they want to trade amongst each other, having they trust Jerome to know that that they're both getting a fair deal, or if they're both happy with it, obviously they're getting a good deal.
It was a lot of fun also. A lot of people got to meet new people they didn't know from the area. Discover new music, because we're always playing music, and just hang out. It's a good time.
We also sell, one of our customers makes record cleaning vacuum attachments. He gave away one of his machines and stuff like that.
There'll be demonstrations on record cleaners,
how to clean records and stuff.
All different kinds of things. But it's something different locally that's fun, that I don't feel like a lot of other vinyl communities have. It just keeps it more community based, I guess.
You also said that you did an online auction.
Oh yeah. So on Facebook, and maybe eventually YouTube, because I think YouTube it would be better, but Facebook streaming is better, less lag. But I do live vinyl auctions every Wednesday. But basically, in a lot of the different Facebook groups, almost every night there's multiple auctions going on. So if we'll do post preview pictures of what we're going to bring, and I go live split screen with a lady that has a record store in New York, and it's called Music More Records, and we both take a turn doing a record starting bid, information starting bid, and then people bid in the comments, and it's 4 hours long, but we usually post previews of what we're going to bring, and we do always try to give stuff in store first opportunity, but we also try to make sure to have good stuff to bring to the auction as well. So.
And that's Wednesdays at 7 o'clock.
7 Central, on a group called Top
Top
Shelf
Shelf
Vinyl.
Vinyl.
But like again, there's a lot of groups on Facebook and a lot of different auctions. So
Yeah.
Well, we want to stay community based. We're never going to have more than one store. We had a store before that lasted until 2009, and then in 2009 we finally had to close because sales just weren't that great. We started selling again in 2015 and finally opened another store
about a year and a half ago.
about a year and a half ago. We want to stay community oriented. We want to keep prices reasonable. I mean, obviously we don't want to undercut ourselves, but we also don't want to sell VG albums at VG plus prices.
We pay like
We want to be competitive.
we
with
want
that.
to be
we wanna be
competitive, and then
competitive.
there's a lot of competition out there for because it's such a popular and trending hobby. There's a lot of competition for people. Everyone wants your records, and in order for us to get your records, or you want to sell them to us or trade them in for other records, it's imperative that we pay a fair price. And if I, show you what it's going for and what we're going to price it for, and we pay, tell you what we're going to pay based off that, we feel like it's a really fair price, and that's the way we'll keep continuing to get good collections.
But
Because
it also means we have to price accordingly.
we have to price accordingly, yeah. Because we, if you go someplace and it's a record store and they have so many amazing titles, and if they're priced really cheap, then I kind of think of the person who sold them. How much did they get? Because in order, we have to have a profit on the used in order to stay open. We're never going to be a store that selling new vinyl sealed releases are not going to keep the rent paid, and we just want to stay open. We're not even trying to get rich. We just want to be open.
We also carry a lot of direct from label stuff. Like, we carry more independent label stuff than mainstream label artists. Not saying we'll get the new Pink Floyd, obviously, but we like to order more from independent labels like SST or Fat Possum or
Matador,
Matador,
stuff like that.
Relapse, labels that are more friendly to independent store owners.
Sure.
Even if we don't have to be the only ones in town to sell every record. And if somebody tells me they're looking for a record, I really go out of my way to try to help them find it, even if it's sending them to another website or another store in town. Because when people get excited for the hobby, it's great for the whole entire community, which is in turn great for record stores and local record stores. So to us, it's all connected in that way. So maybe that's all.
Good. Thanks, Jerome. Thanks, Ashley.
Thanks.